Hello, G. Riley Hetherington for the Hetherington Law Firm. Today I want to visit with you about the preparation of a written will in Texas. I can't express how important it is for you to make sure that you have a written will and that you have had it executed, prepared, and taken all the steps necessary so that that will ultimately be determined and approved by a court here in Texas as your last will and testament. Why do I say that? In Texas, if you die without having a will, then there are various laws already set out in the Texas Estates Code that set out who gets the property that you owned at the time of your death, in what shares, and the timing of all of that, as well as who will administer the assets once you have passed away. All of that is done relative to set laws that don't necessarily reflect in any way the ultimate disposition of your property that you might desire. All of that is avoided if you prepare and execute a written will here in Texas that's consistent with the Texas Estates Code, that can be approved by a court as your last will and testament, and importantly, that will set out exactly how you choose for your property to be disposed of and handled in the event of your death. So what do you need to consider to be able to do that? What do you need to give the lawyer? What do you need to bring into our office for us to be able to talk about that? You need to have a list of assets so you understand what you own and what might exist at the time of your death. Certainly we need to know about any liabilities associated with those assets. We need to know who the potential beneficiaries and persons that will receive your assets in the event of your death. And almost as importantly, we need to know who a personal representative would be that you would appoint in this written document to handle and administer those assets, pay debts that might exist at the time of your death, and then distribute those assets to the various beneficiaries you have listed in the will. We will give you the information to be able to answer those questions, and with the communication we have with you, we will specify exactly what your desires are in the event of your death. Convert that and put it into writing, which you will execute with certain formalities, and that will be your last will and testament. And then we'll notify you to make sure that you keep current with circumstances, assets that you might receive, new beneficiaries that you might have or want to make sure get a portion of your estate, because it is a document that's not once executed but needs to be reviewed periodically to make sure that in the event anything happens to you, it's exactly what you want your assets to go to. So I look forward to visiting with you. Please feel free to get in touch with our office. We can give you information sheets to be able to get you to crystallize those thoughts. And then most importantly, we can meet with you, discuss with you, and make sure that it's exactly the way you want it as we reduce it to writing and as you sign it. Thanks very much. I look forward to talking with you more.